What's up, guys? Ooh, that's my bad. I thought I was live. I still wasn't live. I still had to put go live on the fucking thing. That's my bad. US 30, love what it's doing, man. Finally filled up this fucking gap up here that we were missing that we did fucking months ago, right? Which is also where our daily high is at, right? So we go to our daily time frame, we see that's where our gap was at, right? This is our daily high. This is where we would love to see price turn back around now. Right? We had a daily change of character, we had a daily BOS, the pullback, and this was pushing the price back up. So we also reached peak high again, right? So can we start looking for this to potentially start going down? Yes. We're still gonna be waiting. The 4 hour and 1 hour time frame on US 30 are gonna be crucial to keep an eye on. So honestly, at this point, US 30, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what it wants to do closer to NYC, but then closer to 8:30, which is when the news comes. You're no worries. Catching on continuation. Yep. Alright. Also, I would have loved to have seen a steeper pullback on this. Remember, we said this yesterday. We would have loved to seen just a pullback before we saw the third day high, which again we got the third day high before the pullback. So um this entry just because of that, for me this entry was already invalid, right? Even though we had the break in the retest, this is where I really wanted to get in, but it just wasn't in the cards for me today to get into this one, right? And then also the fact that this green candle wasn't engulfing but it didn't have a bottom wick. We had the retest, right? Even if I wanted to catch a little continuation, 60 pips, not bad, but my rules just they weren't being followed, so it just wasn't in my cards to get into this trade. So we'll go on to the next one, right? So US 30 is one that I'm just gonna keep on, but I'm not really looking to trade it at this point. Man, my fucking head hurts. Give me a minute. So that was US 30. USD CAD is another one where I just don't like where we're at. I don't like the fact that we're in the middle of the zone, right? That we're in the middle of the 30-minute high, the 30-minute low. Um, it looks like price wants to start going away from the low, right? Even in the internal structure, we could see that we started making lower lows, lower highs, and then have a little change of character in the internal. External, right? We had at one point a red, red, green engulfing, right? We're still respecting it when we're looking at where our zone low and our zone high is, but we're respecting lows the same way we respected the highs, right? The same way we're respecting the highs. So can price here turn around and continue going down? Yes. Right. Another thing, something I put in the Discord. My bad. Let me open the chat because I have no clue what you said. Those pairs, it moves early. I need to adjust my schedule. Nah, man, it's all good. Because remember, it depends, right? In trading, it really depends what quarter you're in. Especially red, red, green, red, red, green. Yo, facts. Especially, especially when we're trading currency pairs, right? So it's not rare that the last 3 months of the year, October, November, December, is not rare for the price to move overnight, right? So with that being said, is just don't adjust your schedule. Keep doing, don't chase trades. Let the trades play out for you. You know what I mean? Like I hope that makes sense. Right? When you're adjusting your schedule, like it's gonna be because it happened to me, right? I used to say it before, like, oh, I'm gonna trade Asia session, and then I trade Asia session, and I'm up from fucking 10 p.m. all the way to 10:30 a.m. Right? So I did a whole my bad. Give me 2 seconds. I pretty much pulled a whole 12-hour shift for no reason, right? So with that being said, just don't adjust your schedule. It's not worth it, right? That's pretty much the easiest way I could put it, right? Don't chase the trades. Let the trades play out, whenever they want to play out. If like it is what it is. Like I said, like use this month as an example. That's why we put our screenshots in the Discord, right? Like that literally last week, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday with just one trade, we got 6 trades. With one pair, CHF in 2 days of trading, we got 6 different entries, right? Like those 6 different entries, literally, like I even said it, right? Like we don't have to trade for the rest of the month. We don't. Like realistically speaking, this last week, right? Because we're already done with November, right? We're already on the 30th, right? So technically speaking, these 4 days of trading, when there has been literally zero trades, there's been one trade, but like easy trades that we know we could catch. There really hasn't been any easy trade. There's been one trade. I think it was that Euro USD trade that I posted. Um, that counter trade. Aside from that, which I think was Monday. Aside from that, I think that was pretty much it. Right? Again, from the easy trades, talking about entries that we take at 7, right? Not talking about the trades that, because obviously we got entries, right? Obviously, there were perfect entries. On USD CAD, this is a perfect entry, right? We had a red, red, green engulfing, right? It was retesting back into the 30-minute low that it created, right? Because it had to create a low, it anchored, it made the anchor with an engulfing candle. But we're not awake at 1:30 in the morning, right? But it's unfortunate that these are the fucking trades we have to, that we're missing. But it is what it is, right? I'm not gonna sit here and start, you know, fucking, oh, I'm gonna start waking up or I'm gonna start waiting for these trades, right? Because then your sleep schedule's all messed up. You're gonna start losing trades like that. So I'd rather just wait it out, right? If I wake up now, I start getting on the trades now. If I don't see anything or if something already moved, it is what it is, right? Go on to the next day. Go on to the next day. If we don't see anything else, go on to the next day. If we don't see nothing, go on to the next day. Right? Because that one fucking entry that you take, that one entry you see, that one picture perfect, like let's say we see this again, and instead of this entry being at 1:30, it happens at fucking 8:30 a.m., 9 o'clock in the morning, right before 9:30 open. How many entries do you think? Like, just think about it, right? Again, let's do the math. You're risking 5 pips, right? You're risking 5 pips. Let's say you're risking 150 bucks, right? 150 bucks with a 5 pip stop loss. That's a $3. That's a $3 lot, right? So with a $3 lot, right? Let's say you do ADR, right? Not ADR, STP, right? Let's say you did the high of the day, bro. Fuck it. Let's say you did 65 pips, right? So $3 lot times 65 pips. That's $1,950 on one trade, right? And we're talking about one entry, right? We're not talking about the retests, right? We're not talking about the re-entries we probably got in the lower time frame, right? The break of when we got back above the 4-hour high in the retest, right? We're not talking about none of those retests. We're just talking about one singular entry, in one day. That's 2,000, right? Off a fucking 5 pip stop loss. So my point is, if we gotta be patient, we gotta be patient. So what I was gonna say about USD CAD, right, is different. Also, guys, hold on before I even continue, cause I turned on the stream and I kind of rushed into it cause price is already moving. We're doing a giveaway. We're a prop firm giveaway from Funding Pips. Make sure you guys join the Discord. Link is in the chat. I'm gonna link it now. Red, red, green, red, red, green. Right. Make sure you guys join the Discord in order to qualify for the giveaway. Let me also post it. Discord. Did I post a link in the Discord? I'm pretty sure I did, right? Alright, so what I was saying about USD CAD right before I was rudely interrupted. USD CAD and US 30 usually move opposite from each other. So if I'm expecting US 30 to turn around and start going down, that'd mean I'd be expecting USD CAD to continue to go up, right? With that being the case, I want to start looking for my reasons as to why price is going to continue to go up, right? And at this point, right, just looking at the 30-minute, right, we'll start from the 30-minute and go up to the other time frames, right? But we'll start right in the middle. In the middle, right, this trade is exactly like Euro CAD yesterday, right? And if we compare Euro CAD to USD CAD, right, we were looking for those engulfing candles. We were looking for price to go up here, right? After it gave us that double bottom break retest and it started consolidating. But what happens is we're in the middle of that 30-minute zone, right? I want to compare one other thing, which is 800 EMA in the 30-minute. The only difference, 800 EMA on the USD CAD is at the top, right? So that's the only difference, is that the 800 EMA on USD CAD is up here. But regardless, just the fact that I'm in the middle of the zone, I just don't really like looking for entries here, right? I don't like looking for entries here. If we could get a clean break of the high and a nice retest, then yeah, we'll get that continuation. But again, I'm just looking, what are going to be my confirmations, right? So I see a red, red, green here, right? I also see that the high of the engulfing green candle is where price is being held. And I see that the low of the red candle, that's part of the engulfing pattern, right, is also where price is being held, right? And is being held by the two candles that were just testing the zone, and price decided to go back up again, retest to continue going up. And we could see price was making lower low, lower high, lower low, change of character, higher high, price came back down, retested to continue going up. And then now price is just being held here at the high. So can price continue to go down here? Yeah, absolutely. Can price break, retest, and continue going up? It could do that too. But at this point, the entry that we want to take, right, like our entries going long for 40 pips is already done, right? Pretty much. And if we calculate, I don't even know, is STP even done for this today? Let's calculate, because if STP is done, we're just turning this one off completely for the day. right? STP was just hit. So with that being said, you know, I'm also just not even gonna look at this because of that. So this is one I'm just gonna skip for the day. Yeah, STP would just hit. It's 50 at the 52. So USD CAD will turn it off. Let's recalculate because it's been a minute. It's been a few hours. I think gold is still good. It's in the same spot. Right, US 30, we know that. I think SCP is done now. Is 180. Well, let's recalculate this too. I think changed. It's 166 at the 143. So GJ, take a look. So GJ is still in the zone, right? We have a 15-minute green, green, red, 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 green. Alright, so we have, let's start from the top to the bottom, right? So a 4 hour, right? We have a 4 hour red, red, green, which is where price is being held, right? Which is the pullback, which is also where we have the 50% retracement, right? So now here in the 4 hours where I would have loved to seen another red, red, green, but we didn't get that. So then go here to the 1 hour. Still looking for the same thing. We don't see anything. We still see lower low, lower high, lower low. No green, green, red. No red, red, green. 30-minute. Right, nothing. In the 30-minute, we just have the low that was set for the day. We didn't really get a retest on it. Right, just price started going away from it. We reached the high of the day where price is now kind of slowing down. Right now in the 15-minute time frame, again, still see lower lows, lower highs. No green, green, reds here. But we do have a red, red, green here at the continuation. Right, but then now here we have a green, green, red. So you have 2 minutes to keep a look at that. In the 5-minute time frame, right, we had red, red, green, but no top wick, so nothing. Right, so we keep on going, nothing, nothing until here. 5-minute, we have a red, red, green, perfect. Right, did we get a red, red, green retest? Yes, we did. With the next candle, went down, retested, continued to go up. And then here at the top, we don't have any no turnarounds, right? No flips, no engulfing flips here yet, right? No green, green, reds, no red, red, green here in the 5-minute. Just waiting it out here at the top, and then the 1-minute, right? The 1-minute is where we start seeing where it gets juicy, right? We have change of character. Right? And then you have BOS. Right? So understanding that we have this, right? We could put this multiple ways, right? We could say that this was a zone, right, where we were really trading between this low, and we can, right, and continue to trend up, higher high, higher low, higher high, and we can because we see that we have structure, right, the entire time, right? But I want to see clean breaks, right? Where do we get the cleanest breaks? Because if we see these candles, they're still testing, right? These candles here are still testing. All of these candles are still testing, testing, testing until this happened, right? And then this was the real break retest. But at this point, we're already on the 800 EMA, so it gets sketchy, right? That's what I was saying about GJ in the Discord, right? So once we get into this 800, it gets sketchy for me. I want to wait for that break, right? Ideally now at this point, for me to get another entry on GJ, I would love to see a break above our 30-minute zone. So at this point, it's still a waiting game, right? I still want to wait, especially now this 15-minute, right? If we get this 15-minute engulfing red candle, I would love to to wait for that. We got 5 seconds, so I don't think we'll get that. So our 15-minute engulfing green is still being held. So let's see, 30. 30 is still good. So we'll keep it. Let me know in the chat, right? Keep an eye on that. Let me know how it goes so I go to the other ones. Tell me about gold. We'll go over gold next. Yeah, make sure you join the Discord. Links in the chat. Looking at Drake. Like recorded your homies and beat them because we got them attending the wake. So gold, what I was looking for. Again, I'm gonna start from the 30-minute. We'll start from the middle and go to a different time frame. So the number one thing which I'm mainly focused on, right, is we have this engulfing green candle here that never got a retest. Right. So with that being said, you know, there's a few things. Again, there's a few things we could see here, right? The number one thing being, my bad, I'm reading the chat. Number one thing being, we could see. Well, I'll say this, right? We'll use the rules that we know, right? All the rules that I'm currently using in my head to kind of analyze where prices want to go, right? Kind of gauge where prices wanting to go. Right, so we'll just start from the list, right? We'll do the random ones that pop in my head, right? So the first one is the most obvious one, right? Which is the Fibonacci traders, right? Why the Fibonacci traders? Because then I could also line that up and pair that up with the people who trade, you know, the flag post patterns, right? Which in this case will be the bullish flag post, right? Well, they'll start from the bottom of where we started the push to the top of the high, right? The high that it made, and we want to see price respect the 23.6 and 38.2, right? And if you see, this is where price has been consolidating, right? Not only is this where price has been consolidating, but this is where our 30-minute high and our 30-minute low is. So this is where price, you know, for the people who trade this way, right? This is where they'll start looking for their entries to turn around, right? Which is fine, right? So then we have that. Right, we have the 4-hour candle which opened bullish, or I'm sorry, bearish, right? So that's where the rules start colliding, right? One thing is saying price is gonna go up, the other one is saying price is gonna go down, right? I'm also looking for an engulfing candle, right? I was looking for a red green, and if you notice here, we almost got that green candle in the 30-minute time frame. But the fact that we rejected to make that engulfing candle, again, still lets me know price is not ready to go up yet. And if you notice, all the other time frames of 4 and the 1 is still red candles, right? The 30 is the only one that we could see a little bit of prices slowing down. We're getting some green, but it's still lower lows and lower highs in the internal structure as well, right? Lower low, lower high, right? Green reds, green reds, green reds. No engulfings, but we're just following the lower lows and lower highs, lower lows and lower highs, lower lows to where we're at now. Right, waiting to see, does price want to give us another lower low, lower high, or does price want to, you know, break above? So even here now in the 15, we can see it. There's another green, red that could potentially happen. Right, so we have 11 minutes to wait for that. Right, even to capitalize in the internal structure. Right, even if we wanted to see internal structure, you know, change of character BOS. Right, we have lower low. At one point, right, we have lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, high, right? And then we have again lower low, right? Even if we all say this, right? Let's say this isn't a change of character BOS and this is where we're, you know, we're just trapping traders, right? Because we could say that. We could say that this is where price broke, right? Gave us this little push up, gave us this low, right? So we have lower low, lower high, lower low, higher high change of character, higher low, higher high BOS, higher low. So we're trading between this low and this high, right? So we could say that we're trading now in another zone of consolidation, and this is where price is just going to turn around now in the internal structure. But price could still trap you out and go all the way back down to the low, right? When we're looking at that 1 minute change of character BOS, that's why I don't really like looking at that 1 minute that 1 minute structure. Right now, if we get it in the 5 minute, it'll be different. But in the 5 minute, for us to get it in the 5 minute, right, I would love to see our 5 minute be this high and this low. So until we don't get this 5 minute change of character, this is still not a valid trade for me. There's still no valid entries. DOP USD. Nah, man, they took that out of trading view for some reason. I was trying to look for it. Right before the stream, I was like, yo, DOP USD, I gotta make sure I have that shit. Muhammad was like, yo, make sure you got DOP USD last night. I was like, alright, man. But nah, trading view removed it. They're like, yo, there's not enough volume. Not enough people trade it. So, on to the next one, man. It's all good. So we can see US 30 exploded. So, it's good though. It's exactly what we want to see, right? We have 3 days of rise. We have the 3 weeks of rise. We had this gap. We have the daily zone. Right? It's only a matter of time till we start getting the move that we're expecting. Right? We also know now that we have this 30-minute gap that's filled up, right? We can get rid of that. Now we know we have this 30-minute gap that was made yesterday, right? In the start of the day. We keep going down. Right? If we go to the 4-hour, it'll be the 4-hour. Sorry. I don't know what I just did all that for. Right? We go to the 4-hour. Oh no, where is it? I have it to where it's only visible. Okay, well, it's in the 30-minute, but it should be in the 4-hour because it's close to the 4-hour. But you see, we have a 4-hour low. We have a 30-minute gap on that 4-hour low. So now that we know that's a 30-minute gap at the 4-hour low, look where that 4-hour low is at, right? Because that was our previous change of character, and after that, price has just been trending, right? Never really gave us a pullback and a retest, a pullback break of a BOS. It would just gave us a change of character, right? And then just continued really to go up to the top of our zone, right? So we know that we're trading between the lower of our 4-hour zone and whatever high is being set. So at this point, right, whatever high is being set here in the 4-hour, which obviously we still gotta wait for new 4-hour candles to be made because we still haven't gotten any red candles. Right, no pullbacks, no red candles, just been straight green all the way to the top. Right, we want to see a new high being set here, and that's when we know price is gonna start turning around. So at this point, again, it's just a waiting game. Right, we have a 752 at 8:30. We have USD news. Can US 30 melt? Right, can price hit and just fucking melt US 30? It can. Can it do the same thing it did, yesterday and the day before, where it throws a wick one way and then goes opposite? Or can it go one way for 5 to 10 minutes and then turn around and go, the opposite way and then go up again? Absolutely. So if we don't get a clean entry, meaning if we don't get a clean engulfing candle, if we don't get internal structure, change of character, BOSs, we have no valid entries. Right? Because if we try to get in a trade like this, these are the trades that our price is going to turn around in. Right? If we get in a trade, for example, right, if you got in a trade on Tuesday, right, Tuesday wasn't too bad of a trade, right, because you had, price was consolidating. If you got in at the low, right, price never turned around on you. It went straight into profit and continued to go, right, higher, low, it continued to make the trend that it was making. Unlike here, where if you get in, late, thinking that this is like a higher low, right, you continue to go, boom, you're out of the trade, right, thinking that price was going to turn around for the day, breaking lows, and then going right back up to the top, breaking highs, thinking that price is going to continue to go up, and then boom, it goes right back down to the lows, right? So with that being said, is like, yeah, if you're a disciplined trader and you're trading from zone to zone, you should always be hitting take profits and not getting into trades in these type of zones. But for a rookie amateur trader who doesn't really understand how price moves, especially on a pair like US 30, is gonna fake you out, and there's gonna be a lot of people who lose trades, right? And that's why, especially US 30, again, if you go into the Discord, the only trades I take on US 30 are trades that I need to see 100% of my rules being played on US 30. right? On other pairs, you might see on some days I say, oh, like, we could still get in. Let's see how it plays out. I don't say that on US 30. I don't say that on gold. I don't say that. I can't say I don't say that on oil because that was the loss that we took last month was on oil because of that. But we're not really supposed to say that on oil, but we said that on oil last month and it costed us, right? So it's the same mindset, right? We can't be on the fence on a trade on US 30, right? If we're not 100% sure about something, we just don't do it, right? We don't take it, and it is what it is. Nonetheless, right? We understand that again, price has now reached the daily zone. We have these 30-minute gaps at the bottom, right? We understand that we're in an overall downtrend, right? Market makers pattern is a downtrend, but we're still in an uptrend pattern, right? Price is still giving us higher highs and higher lows, and we cannot forget about that, right? We can't push that to the side. So let's focus on finding that change of character. 7:55 again, 8:30 we have news. Let's focus on these other pairs. So US 30 for now. Really, the only other two pairs we could be looking at is GJ and gold, right? Again, gold. This is where I would love to see price start turning around. I would have liked to seen a 30-minute engulfing candle, but let's see if we could get it in any other time frame, right? So we have 3 hours for a 30. We have 3 minutes for a 30-minute candle. Sorry, am I bugging? That's not what I wanted to see. All right, we have red, red, green. We have 3 minutes anyway. Okay, so this one, unless we get some crazy volume in 3 minutes, we won't get an engulfing candle. All right, in the 30, nothing. In the 15, nothing. Alright, in the 5 minute, like I said, nothing either. Right? Because if we say, yeah, we say this is a change of character, but no, I'm not gonna say that. We're gonna say this is the break. So again, we're either looking for a valid red, red, green engulfing, which we have not gotten, right? Because price doesn't have a bottom wick. Price doesn't have a bottom wick. Right? So none of these are valid. So the only other one we have to wait for is a 1 hour, which is in 2 minutes. So outside of that, again, US 30 at the top of the zone, waiting to see if price wants to slow down, and GJ is disrespecting a little bit. Right, again, we have 2 minutes for. Fuck, I changed it. We have a green, green, red here that closes in 2 minutes. 15 again, we have red, red, green, where price is still respecting that, and then in the lower time frame again, we have same thing, red, red, green, where price is respecting that one right now. Here we gotta change a character in the 1 minute time frame. If we count the wicks, right? Change of character, right? If we count this as a lower low, lower high, we had a BOS. If not, we say this is a change of character and we're trading between the high and this low. So like I said, for me to take a trade on GJ, yeah, I love those engulfing candles. I love the fact that we got the engulfing candle even in an engulfing zone in the 4 hour. I would have liked it a lot more if that would have happened at the bottom of the zone. Not at the top, right? Not at the top of our 30-minute, our daily high pretty much. Right? Because this is where price is going to reject the most. Right? Especially following lower lows and lower highs the entire time, right? There hasn't really been any real change of characters, right? Like the change of characters that we got again were the 1 minute change of characters, right? Which was off the low, which is the pullback, right? Which is again what I said on the Discord, right? What I have to be a little bit more comfortable taking is these kind of pullbacks, right? Especially when the 800 EMA is present, right? Because we're up, let's say I'm not up at 4. I'm usually up by 5:30, right? So let's say I start looking at the charts, right? We got this already, and this is being made right now for 5:30. Once I see this change of character and I see that price is making this BOS, which already happened at 6, I'm up at this time, right? Price already went up to the 800 EMA, right? So let's say it was a little bit more aggressive and we have this type of move here at the bottom on the change of character, right? We could get an entry down here somewhere, right, on the to the 800 EMA, which is 30 pips, right? We know we could secure an easy 30 pips, right? Again, now it doesn't mean these entries are not valid, right? Don't get it wrong. These entries could be valid. But personally, I don't like taking these trades. I don't like taking these trades in the middle of the zone. I just don't feel comfortable taking those trades. Right? I would much rather just wait for the BO at this point again, because we're already just here at the high of the zone, right? Initially the trade would be getting in at the low, getting out, here at the middle, right? Once we start seeing how price slows down, right? If price slows down and we have the 800 EMA, we have all of that, all those rules play out, we get out and we get in again when we got another confirmation that price is going to continue going up. We'll catch another 20-30 pips, right? Instead of getting in on a trade down here before we even have any type of confirmation in the higher time frames, and we're in profit 30 pips, and this is where my break. This is pretty much the type of trades that I take that hit break even, right? Like this is pretty much how price has been reacting all month, right? We're in profit 30 pips. We think that this is going to be the easy just catch the lows to continue going up because we have previous 3 days of drop, so we know today's going to be a day of rise. And instead of doing that, it just gives us a no net, or it finishes on a fucking slight little rise, but it's not like 20 pip difference. It's like a 4 or 5 pip difference, or it goes straight back into just break even and it goes back down. So these are the type of trades, like realistically speaking, these are the type of trades that I say, like, yo, it's easy when we're speaking about in the meantime, right? If we're up to catch those trades at 2, 3, 4 in the morning, to catch it from the lows, to catch those 1 minute pullback entries to go back up to the 800 EMA, it's a cool 20-30 pips, which I gotta be more comfortable taking. But when we're talking about now, it's already 8 o'clock in the morning, right? I want to focus now on the daily moves, right? I want to focus on, like, okay, we're getting to the end of our trading sessions, right? We're at the end of the game. We're in the third, in the third quarter already. We're at the end of the game. I want to know where is price gonna go to complete ADR, right? Where is price gonna go to complete STP, right? And at this point, just speaking about GJ, I'm not sure yet, right? I'm not sure where price is gonna give me the rest of 93 pips, because we're in the middle of the trend. Right now, if we continue to break above here, right, if we calculate where 93 pips is, right, 93 pips up here at 164, right, if we could catch a break up here, 187, 164, right, that's still 25 pips, right, more or less, right, if we're gonna round it out, right, we're still missing 10 pips, so about 20, we'll say 27 pips total. Just an easy catch from the break of the high retest to catch STP, right? But I also want to consider, we're looking at this in the 15-minute, just look where the 800 EMA is here in the 15-minute time frame, right? In the 30, we're above it, so let's go to the 30-minute. But right, we know that the 800 EMA respects, acts like a magnet as well. We're right on it. Can price just consolidate here for a few, right, for a few more hours, for another trading session? Absolutely. So it's a waiting game, guys. I would much rather just wait for these break of the highs, be 100%, have 100% confirmation that price is gonna start turning around. Until then, this is just a pullback of this lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high. Right? You can see that price wants to reject that. So we just gotta be patient. Again, US 30, we want to see price turn around here. Right, again, we reached the daily zone. We filled that 30-minute gap here at the top already as well, right? That was right below the daily zone. So this is where we want to start seeing price turn around. And again, we haven't gotten to a point in the 4-hour time frame right? After we had a 4 hour change of character, we haven't gotten a nice another zone where we can say, oh yeah, this is a change of character BOS, right? Because this was a change of character, this entire zone. We still don't have a 4 hour high. We don't have a 4 hour high. We don't have a 4 hour BOS. Just a change of character. And we went right back to the top of the zone, to our daily zone. So again, what I'm looking for here, I want to see price turn around. I want to see a 4 hour. I want to see our 4 hour high being set somewhere here now. So that's gonna take a few hours, right? Because we gotta wait for 4 hour breaks or 4 hour candle closures. And then obviously here in the 30-minute and the lower time frames, we want to start seeing price turn around, right? And that's gonna happen mainly in the it's gonna start in the 1 minute, and then we want to start going up, right? In the 5 minute we had lower low, lower high, lower low, higher high, lower low, right? This high broke here, higher low. Then we had a BOS, higher low, retest, higher high again. Right, so in the 5 minute we could have caught a nice just break of the high retest to go back into the daily zone, right? 40 pips. We catch until we see a red candle, 57 pips. So again, yeah, we just gotta wait for price to turn around. Shit, I fucked up. And do we see that yet? Not yet, right? We have higher high, higher low, right? Higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. To where we're at now, we see price is giving us another higher high. So getting close to 8:30. So USD news, let's try to focus on one pair, right? To see which pair is the one that's gonna give us an entry, right? At this point, I don't want to look at GJ, right? If you're still looking at GJ, I mean it's a tight, it's a tight zone, right? If you want to put your stop loss down here, even if you just want to put your stop loss at the bottom of this zone, right? It's 14 pips. I don't really like taking trades like that with that stop loss being so big. So even if you're this trade, you could get stopped out with news. Regardless, right? Me personally, not gonna be looking at that. Um, I'll take the continuation trade. So I'm not gonna be looking at that with the news. I'll look at that more during closer to NYC session. Gold didn't give us an engulfing candle. Right? Again, I want to take another look. Green, green, or red, red, green. No. Red, red, green. No. Red, green, no. Right, in the 1 minute time frame, right, we had a change of character, BOS. That's the only thing in the 1 minute we did. 5 minutes still want to see this, so we'll keep an eye on this. Cats are going crazy right now. That was 8:08. Okay. Yo, give me a minute, guys. I'll be right back. Again, make sure you guys join the Discord. We have a giveaway um that's currently ongoing. So make sure you guys join the Discord and subscribe to the channel. Dude, they took it out of Trading View. I can't, man. I can't. My bad, I'm back, guys. What's up, Catherine? Oh man, Catherine. All right, so 5 minutes. So we got a 5 minute. Here you go. 5 minute change of character. All right, we're gonna keep this simple, right? Watch this shit, right? So simple. Right, getting a 5 minute change of character. Still gave us this 5 minute low. Right, and we still gotta wait for a 5 minute high to be set. Right now, we'll just keep it at this, so we'll go back and forth. Right, I only want to really focus on one pair. I'm not gonna go back and forth, different time frame, different everything. We're just gonna focus on one time frame. Today, I'm gonna keep it super simple. Again, I'm just gonna look for a five. I'm just looking for 5 minute structure on gold today. I'm gonna keep it fucking the most simplest form that I can. Right? Can I keep it simple in a 30 minute? Yeah. But we're gonna get faked out in the 30 minute, right? Because in the 30 minute, realistically speaking, the only valid entry we have here in the 30 minute was our 30 minute low, right? And why also our 30 minute low? Because our 30 minute low is also set by a 30 minute red, red, green engulfing, right? So, a valid gold trade would be a entry here and your stop loss down here. But this is a 30 pip stop loss. I don't want a 30 pip stop loss on gold, right? I'm not like these other streamers. I'm not using a 70 pip stop, bro. I'm not using a 50, 60, 40 pip, 30 pip stop on on gold. I'm not doing that. So how do we avoid using that high of a stop loss on such a big pair? You go down to a lower time frame, right? But it's understanding, again, it's understanding where you're at, right? Am I expecting price on gold today, right? Are we expecting price to go up or go down, right? Right now, I'm just looking for structure. Right now, we're at the low of the day. So, what are the two possibilities that we could look for today? We're either going to see price break, retest to continue going down, or we're going to see price respect the lows, and we'll see a change of character, break of structure, retest to continue going up. Right? It's the only fucking two possibilities that we have here, or price is gonna just consolidate and keep going sideways. Right? But these are the only two fucking possibilities that we have here. So that's what I'm gonna wait for. Right? 5 minute time frame. If we get a 5 minute change of character BOS retest, then we're good to go. Right? If not, then we'll keep looking. Right? And then again on this screen I want to just look at the other two pairs. So GJ still respecting the engulfing candles, right? Respecting the lows. It was just, taking everybody out. Regardless, we have 11 minutes for the news to hit. So could that have been the sweep of the lows to continue going up? Absolutely. Right. So again, if you're still in this trade, yeah, toodles, right? These are the positions. As you can see, look how close we got to that stop. So we'll turn this off for now and turn it back on later. Right, the next one will be the break of the highs. And then US 30 again, we're looking for price to slow down and start turning around, but we're still seeing solid, strong green candles. So for now, we're still waiting. Sorry guys, I got the fucking sniffles today, man. I don't know what's going on. I made a tea. Like, I don't feel bad. I'm just I just got the sniffles. Right? Can we go into higher time frames and look for engulfing candles? Yes. What engulfing candle will we be looking for? We want to see price go up. We'd be looking for a red, red, green. So we don't have it in the 4. Nothing in the 1. Nothing in the 30. Nothing in the 15. Right? Can we go to the 1 minute? It's not that strong. Right? And again, 1 minute with gold is the same as GJ. Where like, yeah, in the 1 minute we could have gotten a nice change of character BOS, right? This is the low, this is the, the stop loss, this is the entry, right? To go into the 800 EMA, which is again another, it's 40 pips, right? Again, 40 pips on gold is 40 fucking pips. So it's again, I definitely gotta get comfortable with trading at these lows, right? Because that's where these entries are at. These entries are at these lows. Because you know that these entries at the lows are gonna play out, especially with 800 EMA being in play. Right? Again, the only difference now with gold and GJ is GJ has engulfing candles, right? Gold doesn't. So, but again, same rules apply, right? Again, for me to look for an entry on gold, for us to be on a solid entry, we have to wait for that BOS to happen now, right? These entries down here are high risk, right? High risk, high reward, right? These entries up here are high reward, low risk. Right? This is a gamble. If you like your adrenaline pumping, high risk, high reward. I do high reward, low risk. Red, red, green, go. That's what I'm gonna change my name to, yo. Fuck the jumper shit. I'm gonna change it to red, red, green. Red, red, green trading. Nah, but I don't want that to be my. Like, I don't want that to be what people know me for, though. I 100%, but I was told they are tricky to learn to trade. Make sure, for the people who just joined, if you guys want to join the giveaway, make sure you guys join the Discord. Link is in the chat. If you guys need the link, I'll drop it again. It's crazy, yo. Like that shit's really a whole nother side of social media that for some reason my algorithm still hasn't pushed me completely towards. It's getting there, but not yet. With like Instagram, especially Instagram, but fucking what's the other one? X too. I started wanted to start using that shit more too to start posting the links and everything too. Twitter and like my algorithm still shows me a lot of gaming shit. Message retracted. No, don't delete them. Green, green, red, and red, red, green, go. But there has to be another. I like the thing that sucks is like the community is not really that open. But I also understand the reason why they're not that open and welcoming to people posting their streams and shit. It's because of the people who scam. But You get a lot of traffic from X? Yeah. See, on my YouTube shit, it says I get most of my traffic from just YouTube itself, the recommended page. That's where I get my shit from. At least that's what it says on my page. It's finance advanced too. That's a no-no. Makes sense. Yeah. But is it advice? I'm not telling you to buy anything or sell anything. Hashtag not a financial advisor. That's the number one source outside of YouTube. Is X? Okay, gotcha. Well, yeah, it would make sense anyway from the times that I posted on X. Um, but I want to get more active on that most definitely, cause I know there's communities and shit. But again, I've seen them and I've looked for them and they're just not that active. And then the ones that are active that have people in them, it just looks like a lot of fake traders, right? It looks like a lot of like bot accounts, right? The community side of it, which it is what it is. That's the thing, like yo, they're trying to be like, what can I do? Like, how can we, like for example, right, in gaming, right? For Call of Duty in general, right? Because Call of Duty is the main one that's like the best at it. The community of Call of Duty gamers, we have somewhere to go to where we could, where we could um advertise ourselves, right? Post our links. Like everybody knows of everybody. Like everybody has the freedom to be able to advertise whatever it is that they're doing, right? If trading was like that as well, I feel like that would help everybody, like everybody involved. It would literally help everybody involved. Not only from the content side of it, right? Just from also a trader's, aspect of it, where we know everybody. We'll be able to learn so much. It's like what you said yesterday, though. We have so much information, but I think people don't participate, but they might look at it for trading advice. Yeah, true. That's true. I don't know. I don't know. It's one of those things that feel like what we were saying last night. but I was reacting to. I mean, I was reading a text. It was like I was saying yesterday, though, right? It's like the good thing about YouTube is once you grow that community here on YouTube itself, it's fun. But if there was somehow a way to funnel those people into, like, for example, X or Instagram, and be able to loop around all the other social medias, that would be even better. Yo. Alright, guys. So 8:30 hit right here again on gold. We can see we didn't get a 5-minute BOS. There's a change of character. Alright, boom. We got a pullback and a straight green candle. right? Zooming above, right? Still haven't gotten a 5-minute BOS, right? No pullback, nothing clean. Again, high risk, high reward taking this entry up here, right? We'd be in profit, right? And then price went right back down, right? Another wick to the bottom. So we'll see how price reacts. US 30, price went to the top of the daily zone, right? And GJ, nothing, right? GJ isn't really a pair that we're looking for news today. GU, red candle. Okay. So let's go back. So there you go. Another right after news, red candle straight down. GJ, same thing. Red candle straight down. Okay. So boom, you think you're in profit with gold, and then you get hit with a fucking straight red candle back down to the bottom, right? And then it takes you out, right? If you got FOMO and you thought price was gonna continue going up and you went into buys, it went right back down and it took you out. Hold on, guys, give me a minute. Right, so if you got FOMO and thought price was gonna continue going up, boom, hit your stop loss right away. It went right back down to hit your stop loss. Right, and it's the same thing for sellers right now. Right, the ones who sold, whatever up here, they're chilling. Right, the ones who are selling down here thinking that price is now just gonna continue going down for NYC session. Right, let's see how price reacts. Regardless, for us right now, we're still waiting for a 5-minute BOS. So yeah, we got a minute 40 here in the 5-minute time frame. US 30-minute time frame. Yeah, we have a green. And let's see how price reacts. Look at this in the 4 hours, still chilling. 1 hour, nothing crazy. 1 hour, nothing crazy. 30 minutes one where it gets a little juicy, right? Because you're at the daily zone. We're at this daily high. Just think about it. Again, we want to see a daily high. We just created a nice 4 hour candle, right? Like, let's say we create a 4 hour high, right? Let's say this is our 4 hour high right here, right? Let's look at this now in the 30, right? Which would be the last green candle before the push down. So we know this would be the high at least. Now the high, okay. So let's say that this is now our 4-hour high, right? This is where we want to start seeing price turn around. So if we got a 4-hour high, Euro CAD was the best reverse setup. We'll look at that now, right? Let's say we get that engulfing candle, right? Let's start drawing it out, right? We have a 4-hour high, we have a green, green, red, right? So we'll have a 4-hour high, we have an engulfing red candle. All right, let's go down to a lower time frame. Do we have the same thing? Can we see that same shit, right? We have a green, green, red, but no top wick, so nothing here. 5-minute, do we see anything? Can we see clean structure? No. Right, on the other hand, we have red, red, green, but that's at the top of the zone. Right, nothing here. The 1-minute, do we see clean structure? No, just wicks. Obviously, we have that news. We had higher high, higher low, right? Higher high, higher low, higher high, boom, news hit, whatever it did here, and we're just here at the top, right? We're pretty much consolidating here at the higher high. So we want to just take a look at the 30-minute, right? At this point, we have 23 minutes to look at US 30. And you said Euro CAD was the best reverse setup? Yeah, from the low. Pretty much looks the same as GJ. Right on the 800. Never got any engulfings. Lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, change of character. BOS. Right, we had a small red, red, green here. With the retest here being on the change of character BOS retest. So pretty much same thing. But still, EuroCAD, I just don't like where we're at. We got a steeper pullback. This could still be part of the lower low, lower high, lower low. This could be just a small pullback to continue going down. Or this could be the low, the complete low to completely continue going back up. Not bad. GJ spiking the entries in and out, still in the same spot. US 30, so we're just keep this here, and gold will keep this here. No. Make me tweet, man. I'm in the week. Sorry, Shadow. You moved your head though. It's your fault. I believe I could have treated you better, but no. Jesus Christ. So USD cat another great entry. That was the same situation as GJ though, man. Again, for me, there's not too many confirmations for me here externally, right? For me to feel comfortable taking a trade here, right? So internal structure for me for the day, again, the entry was really here. The break, retest, right? It tapped right back into the zone to continue going up. Right now, everything back up here, for me, the most safest trade is going to be once we break above this zone up here. Right, and we can see price is still rejecting it. It's doing red, red, greens, but this, this engulfing is not valid. Doesn't have a top wick, so it's just they're throwing too many confluences and too many confirmations going both sides that is just throwing this all off. Right, and we're in the middle again of the entire zone anyway. So again, for me personally, I'm letting these go today. Right, I'm not gonna chase these trades. Right, if we miss the bottom trades because they're not the cleanest ones. Again, the cleanest one for USD CAD, as I said earlier, was really this entry here at 1 in the morning. Right, this is the entries I love catching because we know we could hold these trades. Right, but we're not getting these type of entries during NYC. Right, we're getting the midday entries where we might get trapped in a false zone. So just because of that, I'm just not comfortable taking these trades up here. I would rather wait for these type of entries. Right, and if I don't get these type of entries during our session, during the time that we're on the charts, then it is what it is. Right, anything else that ends up playing out, I'm gonna let it do what it has to do, and then I'll catch the continuation. Whether we catch a trade tomorrow, Friday, or we'll get it, holy shit, dude, or we'll catch it in the beginning of the week next week. Alright, we see how GJ disrespected the engulfing zone stop loss. Right, when we're looking at the zone, the actual trading zone, where stop loss, could have been from here to here. Give me a second. Right, it's a 20 to 25 pip stop loss, which again, I don't like trading with that high of a stop loss, which is why I don't like getting into these trades. Right, regardless of what I see in the 1 minute time frame. Because again, it's just I'm using the same rules. The same rules apply. Like all these trades look the same. So the fact that we're in the middle of the zone, again, could this be the low, right? Because again, just think about it. This is where all the traders want to get in the trades, right? All the traders at one point in GJ down here want to get in these longs, catching these trades to continue going up all the way to the moon, right? The same way at this low, all the traders want to get in this low down here to continue going up all the way to the moon, right? But realistically speaking, all these traders that catch these buys, this is all just a pullback into just making lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs. So I don't want to get trapped in another pullback. Like again, GJ's a big pair, so yeah, we could catch these, 70 pips. So 70 pips is 70 fucking pips, right? So if you're catching these pullbacks, you're still catching a good amount of pips. But I would rather catch trades going with the trend, right? Because for example, if we were to go short, if we were overall short on GJ, right? I would much rather be able to catch these trades, right? Like the confirmation after the change of character, internal structure, boom, lower high. Catch a trade up here. We know we have this trade all the way to the bottom, right? Until we see price turn around, right? So in total, let's say we catch a trade up here to here, it's 110 pips, right? And then we just continue going down and we continue the trend of lower lows and lower highs, right? So for me, I would love to just see that external change of character before I get in a trade here, right? That'll really tell me where, that'll be the confirmation that hey, price is ready to go up. Instead of me getting in a trade here and getting stopped out with one candle throwing a wick both on both ways, right? Going up and going down. It just doesn't make sense for me. Right? I'm not gonna put my profits for the week and for the month in jeopardy because I feel like I'm gonna miss out on a trade. Like it just doesn't make sense. It doesn't. So Again, US 30, I was expecting, I want to see an engulfing red candle, but you can see it's just another straight green candle, even to the top of our daily zone. So we're gonna have to update these zones here in a little bit. Go on the 5 minute. Which pair? My bad. On GJ. GJ started turning around, gave a change of character already on the low side. Still respecting when we're talking about the candle closures, but the wick is still wicks are giving us change of characters. But again, could be the sweep, that sweep for the liquidity grab to the low, that bullshit. Eight 8:53. We got 7 minutes left. Well, 6 minutes and 43 seconds for the 9 a.m. volume to kick in. Reversal trades are not long term. Yep, exactly. Um, Now why is that 9 a.m. candle, or why is this 15-minute candle important? Again, I want to start seeing reversals on US there. I want to start seeing a change of character. I want to start seeing all of that. Right? Again, we're going from the higher time frame to the lower time frames. We don't see any engulfing candles yet. Right? We have 6 minutes for the 30-minute to give us an engulfing. I don't believe we're gonna get this low of a liquidity. I don't think we'll get this much volume to the bottom side to give us an engulfing in the 30. In the 15-minute, however, we could get one. In the 5 minute, no, we won't have time to get one in the 5 minute. And in the 1 minute, all we could see in the 1 minute, realistically speaking, is higher high, higher low, higher high, low, higher high, right? So we know that we're trading between this low and this high. So in the 1 minute, we could see, okay, if we break below these lows, we could potentially see price continuing to go down, right? And in the 15-minute, we have the engulfing candle. So let's start playing with our zones. Right, pause. And we know that our stop loss from here to here, it'll be about 23 pips, right? Standard 23 pip stop, but we know we could get a better stop. How? Going into a lower time frame. Right? We know that our entry is gonna be in the 1 minute. Right? And right now we can see that that is the best stop loss for now. We still have 6 minutes to get a better stop loss and get, a better zone for a better entry. But we still gotta wait. Not only are we waiting for the 15 minute is the most important one. So we'll keep an eye on the 15-minute first and see if we could see anything. Also, I want to take a look at STP, right? STP 166. We did, I don't know if we hit, I think we just hit, yeah, we did 187. So again, is this one that I'm even want to consider getting into a trade, right? Technically speaking, not really, but you know, it is what it is. Nah, we'll see. We'll see how it looks. Last green candle before the push down. Muhammad Ali, the one that they call when the shit ain't connected no more. Feel like I got a job in IT. It's better, maybe looking at Drake, cause that was the quarter show. Mr. P didn't because we got him a 10 week. The gold pen, the top touch. Got 3 minutes and 34 seconds. And gold, what are we looking for? Right, we had a change of character, a low, and now we have another change of character to low, and now we're trading between this low that's set and this high. Right, so gold for me again is in a spot where it's just not really. We're not in a comfortable spot, man. We're not in a comfortable spot to trade gold. Or just look at this candle, man. Look at it. What are you trading? What are you? Where are you going? You know what I mean? Like you have a fucking 107 pip candle going both ways. You know what I mean? Like we have a 107 pip candle going both ways. That's insane. Today alone, we did 109 pips. So, you know what I mean? Like, this shit's crazy. So, where are we going with gold? I don't know. Wherever it wants to go. What's saying EuroCAD and USD CAD? It's kind of too late now, is that, huh? I thought you were ignoring me for a second. Oh, for the reversal TP? Oh, yeah. But I thought you were talking about something else. Yeah, I know. First TP is water, second TP is mayo, yeah. Yeah, exactly. Again, that's just what I was saying earlier. Right, which is pretty much the same shit in the 1 minute. Right, 100 EMA. When we're looking at the structure in the 1 minute, like I just gotta get a little bit more comfortable with trading 1 minute structure. Right, because we could catch a simple just 1 minute. Again, especially with how just picture perfect this is with 800 EMA. Right, because all the trades today, all the reversal trades today that were 10 to 30 pips, were all lined up the same way in the 1 minute. Right, with 800 EMA, with all the EMAs. Right, so in the 1 minute it's simple, right? And the 5 minute too, but the 5 minute, right, we just had low, high, low, so which is this one, right, which is a little bit closer. But in the 5 minute, you know, I don't know. Either way, focus on the other ones. About that time, we have 2 minutes. US 30 on one hand, and we had gold here. So US 30 is looking good. We have a minute left. We have a 15-minute engulfing candle at the top of the 4-hour zone as well. Right, we can see not at the top of the 4-hour zone yet. We still have an hour for this 4-hour candle to close. So would I love for this to be our 4-hour high that's being set? Absolutely. Right, especially after 3 days of rise. Right, today being the third day. I'm not really expecting price to continue going up today. Right, let's talk about real quick. We have 30 seconds. Right, let's talk about what we see. We have 3 days of rise. We've reached the daily high. We covered the 30-minute gap here at the top. We're in an overall downtrend. So just the fact that we're in an overall market makers pattern downtrend and we already filled up everything that we needed to do in order for us to now look for the turnaround, this engulfing candle is just rule number one that it's following right now after we get to the place, our point of interest. Right, so did price reach our point of interest? Yes. Okay, is price giving us any signs of reversals? Yes. Which is what? The change of character. Right, so now we have a change of character. Right, again, green, red. Right, and where is our entry going to be based on? Is going to be based on a retest. Right, so now that I know I have a 15-minute engulfing candle, do we have one in the 30? No. Okay, in the 5-minute, how does structure look? Still a little too tight for us to really tell. Right, so now let's go to the 1 minute. Right, remember the 1 minute, this is where we want to start seeing our change of character. So boom, we have a 1-minute change of character. Perfect. Now we know what we're looking for after BOS, after a change of character. We want to see a retest, right? We know we're trading between this high because this broke, gave us this low and this high. Now that we have this change of character here, right, we know that we're trading between the high and whatever low is being set. right? So in this case, we're still expecting price to give us a pullback. And then this is where I feel comfortable going into the 1 minute time frame. Like when I know I'm in a zone, a point of interest, I could go into the 1 minute fraction, and now I could stay here in the 1 minute time frame. But like on a trade where a low isn't set yet, and we're looking for that low to be set, I don't know. I don't know. I might be tweaking. Yo, where's Barry Darius at, man? That guy had gave me nightmares last night. Fuck the red greens, man. I'm gonna make a fucking emote named Darius Barry. That shit really gave me fucking nightmares. Hi, Shadow. How are you? Good morning. Wakey wakey, eggs and bakey. That shit was just funny yesterday, yo, cause it's facts what I said. Like, I don't want to call nobody out. I don't want to drop names on the stream. But it was funny cause it's crazy to see how different people reacted to the same situations, right? Like, if that would have been in somebody else's chat, that person would have just banned them right away, and the reaction would have been a defensive reaction right away, talking about, oh, this is my stream. If you don't like it, you can leave. Right? More or less, that'll be like the little counter reaction to go away from the questions that are being asked. This shit is just funny, like, because again, it's also, trading is one of those things where it's the challenge you have to overcome is yourself. So that shit is just funny to see how people reacted to the same situations. Like I laugh at that. That's what I find amusing in my day-to-day life. Yeah. See, that would have been a great if we would have had this green engulfing connected to the gap here, right? An engulfing candle connected to a gap, that would have been a clean just retest. That would have been a nice entry to go back up here, right? And then catch this short, right? Catch this long going here. 34 pips going long to then catch the short from up here going back down to the zone at 70 pips. 100 pips right then would have been done in 40 less than 40 minutes. Shit's crazy to think about. But that's really how the market moves though. And once you could anticipate those moves, that's when you know you could start capitalizing on all your trades. Right, and again I talk about this. I've been saying this all month, or pretty much all month, right? On the trading days have been slow, and we could just see how price is reacting. Like these are the trades that I catch, and get my fucking account banned for it. And then a week later, they're like, "Hey, this is no longer a rule." I'm like, "All right, bro." they're mean for that. But those trades don't happen every single day, right? Let me reword that. Does the move happen every single day? The moves happen every single day. But are the best, the cleanest, the most probable entries given every single day? No. Right? Because again, can price, it didn't give us an engulfing candle. Right? But can price still go and continue to go up? Yeah, it can. But what's the probability of this happening? 30%. Right? So people getting in this trade right now going long, right? They're in drawdown right now. It's only a few pips, right? That's the good thing about this in the 1 minute. Like if you're a scalper, right, and you're getting in these trades, like again, the risk to reward is, on US 30, you're risking 6 pips, which is nothing, right? In order for you to win 30 pips. Right? So if you're a scalper, that's the play, right? The problem is this, like if if you could take the losses and just maintain that risk management where taking 4 losses and 6 wins, that's it could work out for you. But again, that's not a trading style that I like, right? That's not a trading style that I could feel like I could take over and do it in the long run, right? I don't think that's is not something that's stable enough. Is not, if I'm not winning more than 80-90%, I can't be doing that. It's not stable enough. So that's why my trading rules are very important, right? Because it allows me to trade and understand that as soon as I enter, I'm in profit, right? And again, the proof is in the stream, right? If you go watch the CHF JPY entries, right? As soon as I enter, I'm in profit. Unlike this entry here, where if we were to take this entry going long, right, understanding that we're still not in profit, right? We'd be in drawdown or we'd be in break even. Right now, we'd be in drawdown. I don't like trading like that. I don't like trading feeling like, nervous that, oh shit, my trade is still in drawdown. So again, it's just understanding the reasons why this happens allows you to get the better entries. So I hope that makes sense. Maybe I'm just fucking yapping here. Breaking promises, you fucked up my Bahamas trip. I know that you're not for me. Hey, leave. Oh man, you put the no in monogamy. Hey, leave. Right, and on gold anyway. Right, technically we got a change of character, BOS. Now this BOS is just the wicks, no candle closures below. So if we could get a nice candle closure below on gold, it'll be nice for price to continue going down. But STP is a huge play in this, man. We already did 150 out of 170. I don't really want to continue looking at gold for today, so we're gonna just shut it off. Look at GJ and US 30, which is the only two that I have left, right? GJ, when we're looking at the engulfing candles in the lower time frame, right, it spiked everybody out, right? If you had those tight stop losses, and then went into profit. So again, GJ is one where um we want to see these breaks above, right, in the 30-minute time frame. So I'm definitely gonna keep this one on, and I want to see those continuations. So this is really good. US 30 going down good, but we're not getting a fucking retest. It don't seems. It doesn't seem like. It's not good, but it's all good. Yeah, man, nobody like my jokes and shit. Chat is nervous or something, man. Wake up. Hey, you guys are bored? Like, how do you think I feel? Go back to that one a little bit. Give me a second, guys. I just saw the Discord you just sent. Yeah, picture perfect. It is. That's what I was saying. Once I get comfortable, I just gotta get comfortable with it, yo. Realistically speaking, that's what I'm. That's what I'm gonna work on this weekend. Not this weekend, bro. I'm gonna try to fuck off the charts on the weekend. Whenever I hop back on the charts, I'll probably do it today for a little bit. Um, I'm gonna go into the 1 minute time frame and just start marking that shit. Especially just when we get into these points of interest, right? Because especially when trades get here is where I feel like I start doubting myself. I'm like, oh man, I don't really like I don't know. It's just one of those things. I just don't feel comfortable taking these trades off the low, right? It's a confidence on these trades, right? Like the same shit we just found today, right? It'd be the same thing I'd be looking for, right? Either way, right? In any other trading area, right? If we get a break up here and we get that same shit that we got down here up here, we'll get into those trades. But for me, it's like anytime we're at these lows, I'm not confident in those trades yet for some reason. But it's all good. It's part of the process. I'll get that eventually. Don't forget, yep, we got a giveaway going on. Make sure you guys join the Discord, guys. Link is in the chat, in the description. Make sure you guys tune in. I was hoping we'd get a pullback before 9:30, right? Because there's a few things that could happen now at 9:30, which is why I don't really US 30 are getting closer to this point, right? Like no 9:30 could hit us with high volume, right? Meaning that 9:30 could hit, volume could come in and spike up, give us our entry and then go down. Right? That's something that could happen at 9:30. So I was hoping price would give us a retest before 9:30 to give us, to give us a solid entry, and then 9:30 for us to be able to catch that volume going back down. Instead to have to wait, getting in a risky trade, either a few minutes after news or or a few minutes after the open, or right on the open. We'll see. At this point, I really just want to focus on US 30. I'm gonna let these other trades go, right? Make sure you guys join the Discord. We are talking about these other trades in the Discord. Personally, I'm gonna just turn these off and I'm gonna let them move. Right? Again, I like, at this point I could say I'm a continuation trader. Right? I like catching more the continuation trades. Why? Because they're the most safe trade to catch. Again, these trades down here, this could have always reversed and continued making lower lows, lower highs, lower low. Obviously, we understand why it didn't, right? We have the 800 EMA, we had the engulfing 4-hour time frame candle. Like, we had a lot of confluence here that made us understand, why price is gonna reverse here. Why is price pulling back up to the zone? We had a lot of confluence, right? The only confluence that we were missing was now the change of character and the BOS of the external time frame. That's it. Is the only confluence that we were missing. Now that we have that, all the rules in my list, right, in my trading journal, are checked off. Right? The only thing that's left for me is for waiting for this 30-minute candle to close above, right? Get a change of character, right? Which this would be a change of character, and then get a BOS. At this point, it's already 10 o'clock. We already did STP. I'll catch this tomorrow or tonight during Asia session. If we could catch a continuation of a trade during Asia session, perfect. We'll catch a continuation. Right? So again, I'm not one of those people that feel like I'm gonna miss out and I have to catch every single trade every day. Like, bro, I'm good. I'm chilling. So again, I'm just gonna focus 9:30. At this point, I'm just gonna focus on one pair. that one pair I'm gonna focus on is just gonna be US 30. Right? At this point, we already know what our criteria for entry is gonna be. Right? We want to see price pull back and go back into our, give us a retest of our engulfing 15-minute candle, and then continue to go down. Right? And let's already mark our TP for the day. Right? We know that we have a 30-minute break of the high. Right? So TP number one, I'm gonna put it here. This is gonna be TP1. So if we hit TP before we get the pullback, then we know that this might not be our trade. Also, I want to take into consideration the fact that we already did STP on US 30. So again, is this a valid trade at this point? Right? Realistically speaking, no. Give me a minute, guys. Give me a minute. All right, I'm back. So whatever we get first. If we get the pullback first, then perfect. We'll get an entry. If we get TP being hit first, then I'm not looking for an entry anymore. So 9:18, we got 12 minutes left for news. So we'll be patient. If you guys have any other questions, any pairs you guys want me to go over specifically, that I haven't gone over, or one that I have gone over, it doesn't matter. Just let me know. Also, yes, we have a giveaway going on. Make sure you guys join our Discord. Make sure you guys subscribe to the Vice YouTube channel. Um, and that's it. And then you'll be able to join the giveaway. We'll be choosing a winner on the 25th. Right, it's a Christmas giveaway. So on the 25th of December is when we'll choose the winner. So make sure you guys join the Discord. Link is in the chat. If it doesn't work, let me know. I'll post it again. And again, we're just waiting here. Oh man. DOP USD. Yeah, I'm gonna be petty. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna fucking ban that shit in the chat. You imagine? Anybody who types that in the chat gets banned. 15-minute ban time. Can't type in the chat for 15 minutes if you put those keywords in the chat. Start trolling people. Damn man, I drank coffee this morning because I was like, fuck it, why not? I'm bouncing off the walls right now, bro. What happened? LOL, damn, the last one's laughing. Are you tracking them? I'm tracking us. guys, we got 8 minutes left for 7 minutes left for 9:30. Right? Again, we want to see this pullback. We want to see a pullback back into our engulfing candle. We want to see that retest. Right? Not only do you want to see that retest, right? Also, you just want to see the full structure, right? We had higher high, higher low, higher high, created a lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. Now, can we say these are lower low, lower high significant pullbacks, or can we just say this is just part of the trend and say that we're really just trading between lower low, higher low, higher high, and this is just the lower low, and we say that this is where the low is set, and this is the pullback we're gonna get? We could say that, right? At this point, still a waiting game, right? Again, we still have 7 minutes left. Let's see how price wants to react to this. Regardless, if we say this is lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, we're trading between this high here and this low. So gonna, and then obviously, yeah, the 1 minute, we have a 1 minute engulfing candle here, right? Red, red, green. This green candle came back down, tested it, went up into profit, right? So okay, could this be the push up now to give us this pull back into here, 40 pips, so continue going down? It could be. Right, at this point, again, it's just a waiting game, so still waiting for that to happen. Give me 1 second, guys. That shit's still popping out there. Damn. That shit's still popping out there. Like the ghost. Come on, US 30. Give us the pullback, man. Oh man, yo, I honestly, bro, like Not gonna get too personal in these streams. Fuck y'all. Anyway, we got 2 minutes left here, guys, for to see what price wants to do, man. See how this 930 candle reacts. If we get that pullback to the top side, we'll get an aggressive entry. Right, we'll get an aggressive entry if we got like a spike up here to the top side, little retest, so that continue going down. So we'll see if we get that. If not, it is what it is. We'll wait for the next opportunity, guys. We'll wait for tomorrow. Again, Friday is a day I don't really trade. But you know, with what's going on in the market, I can't just sit out on a trading day, right? Like there isn't enough trades for us in our trading session throughout the week in the last 2 months for me to say I'm not gonna trade on a Monday or on a Friday, right? We're gonna show up to the charts. If we see something, we take it. If we don't see something, it is what it is. We'll wait for Monday to come back, right? Sunday night, Monday session to start. So 52 seconds here, guys. Again, you gotta be patient. Right? That's pretty much all that trading is. It's just being patient. Where would our stop loss be up here? Again, that's the dagger, right? We don't really have a clean stop loss entry for this entry criteria here. We could put it above here, but it's still 18 pip stop. I don't really like having that big of a stop. So we'll see how price reacts, right? And then we'll stop a stop loss. We'll set a stop loss accordingly. Again, only if we get that. The only place I'm looking for an entry at this point is up here. So we'll see what we get. We have 10 seconds. Man, red, red, green, red, red, green, red, red, green. Darius Berry, Darius Berry, Darius Berry. Right. And for the FOMO traders who are getting in longs right now, get in long, get in long. Price is gonna continue going up. Oh man, how many fucking traders do you think just got fucking shit on? How many fucking traders do you think just got fucking pissed on? Oh man, I feel bad to be you guys. Would hate trading US 30 without knowing what the fuck I'm doing, man, to be honest. Dude, I have to pee. What the fuck? It's not because I'm nervous, I promise. I know. Yeah. Who missed it? How many fucking traders you think lost their money, deposited another bankroll in here, and they're back in longs? Oh, FOMO, FOMO, we're back in longs. Get in again. Yeah, you know how many fucking people just lost? Yo, as soon as they got in, went straight into their stop loss for only price to go right back up to the top side. So here we go. Now we have price accelerating back to the top side where we have this engulfing 15-minute candle. But right now, still nothing, right? We have that engulfing green candle to the top side, which gave us lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, high, higher low, right? 1 minute, right? 1 minute we have a change of character, right? But again, we're looking for price to come into our 15-minute engulfing zone, give us that retest, to then continue going down. Continue that push going down. So, told you, Cristiano. He's nervous. Yo, chill out, bro. Put my business out there and shit. I don't know. I guess anybody? I don't know. So boom, if you're a FOMO trader again, people who got in going long, what do you think? Boom, price went right back fucking down, but you're done. You deposit another 20 bucks with 100% deposit matching fees. You got 40 bucks in your account. You over leverage on US 30 thinking that this is the trade again going long. You got fucking shit on again. Stop loss hit one more time. Don't forget to wash your hands when you're done. Facts. Right, so right now we're just still waiting, guys. And what are we waiting for? I'm waiting for that retest into the engulfing candle. If we don't get that retest, it's a no-go for me. No trade zone. No trade zones. Right, so again, lower low, lower high, low, change of character high, back, change of character to the low. Right, so we're right back at the low again. So, congratulations. So now the traders who missed out going long, they have a break retest. They're getting in shorts, guys. They're getting in shorts, right? They're in shorts. And boom, you think price is going to continue going down, and what happens? You're fucking in drawdown. At this point, you're raging. You're saying trading is a fucking scam because Raja told you to trade the break of the highs of the lows when you're in a consolidation. Sorry, I name dropped that. I had to. Which again is not wrong. It's just what zone are you trading in? Right? It's not obviously not the trade. It's not the zone you're trading in, but not the correct zone to be looking at shit like that. So again, nonetheless, right? We're getting close. 9:45 is where I'm gonna call it. Right. Nonetheless, US 30 already did STP. Right. I was wanting to look for a simple, just clean in and out entry. Right, and that would have just been the retest. So 9:45 hits. If we don't get that retest on the zone, then I'll be done for the day, guys, and we'll go on to later tonight, and we'll see you guys in the isolation class, and then we'll see you in the live trading session in the morning because we really have nothing else to do, man. Got to be patient, like I said earlier, like we've been saying all week, like we've been saying all month. Right, we're patient. That one trade that we could catch is gonna give us all the entries that we need to cover whatever it is that we need to cover for the month. Right, that one fucking entry. So again, guys, just be patient. We'll get the trades. Like I said, we're in a beautiful spot. Right, we're in a beautiful spot. We want this again. Remember, we still haven't made a 4-hour high. Look how long it's been that we haven't made a 4-hour high. Right, so the fact that we could possibly be getting this 4-hour high, right? We need to wait for this 4-hour candle closure in 23 minutes. If we could consolidate this 4-hour high, then we know, like, okay, at least price is getting ready to turn around. So if we miss these entries going short, it is what it is, guys. If we miss the top, we'll catch the continuation. We already know after 3 days of rise, market must chop or drop. So we already know we'll have an entry tomorrow, we'll have an entry Monday, we'll have continuation entries. But we just have to be patient. And again, if you're a trader going short, you know, because you think this is the break of the low of the day, your stop loss, man, I don't know where you have your stop loss, but if it's at 70 pips, you know, good luck, Charlie. So thinking about this pill I took, pillow talking. So boom, we got into the 15-minute engulfing. Right? We almost there. We missed it by a micro pip, just little bit. Right? Nonetheless, you see how price is reacting in the zone now. It's rejecting the highs, rejecting the lows. So you gotta be patient. Gotta give us that confirmation. Got 24 seconds, right? This green candle is connected to a gap. This green candle doesn't have a bottom wick. Let's see, is it gonna give us the pinpoint entry or is it just gonna give us? Let's see, is it gonna give us another pullback? That might have been the entry right then and there. Yeah, I don't think we'll get that pullback. I think that was it. I think that was the entry right before 9:45. Let's see, let's mark it up. Gave us a change of character to the top, gave us a change of character to the bottom, gave us another change of character to the top. All of them being wicks. Right, again, price is just trapping traders now, trapping traders. So I definitely think this is that was the entry already. I don't think we'll get another opportunity. It missed it, you know, for the people who have their sell limits right at that spot. That's the trade that was missed. Let's see, we have 5 minutes left. Right, but before we get offline, let's do a little bit of back testing, right? Again, US 30 STP was already hit for the day, so I'm not expecting too much out of this anymore after 9:45. Price going back up, pretty fast, pretty high volume. I'm not gonna. Let's see what happens here. But am I gonna be looking for another entry? Probably not. Open with a gap. Damn, it gapped right into the entry. Right on it. Look. Boom. So now we just have a straight green candle. See, I wanna wait for see how price reacts. But this would be the entry, right? This would be the entry. I'd have a tight stop right here at this zone. 12 pips. Damn. That 1 minute candle open with a fucking crazy gap. Yo, guys, I gotta take a fucking piss. I'll be right back.
All right, so what's up, guys? I'm back. So my bad. So if we see US 30, right now is just pretty much just tapping into the zone and reacting to price, right? It tapped into a zone, went down, gave us a gap, went up, filled the gap, right? On a day where STP wouldn't have been hit, or on a day where this is possibly a continuation trade, I don't know if you guys remember, but there was a gold trade I took maybe like 3-4 months ago, and the entry was pretty much the same thing as this. We were at the top of a 30-minute zone, price wicked down to the bottom, gave us a gap, right? And the entry was based on price going back up, filling the gap for it to then continue to go down. Can this be the same situation? It can be. But again, just the fact that we already did STP, I'm not really expecting price to move too many pips today for the rest of the day. I want to check, do we have any other news for the rest of the day? We have medium impact at 10. So I'm going to stay on till 10. And then we have 10:30, low impact, GBP, low impact at 11. Then 12, low impact. And tomorrow, Friday, right, we don't really have any news tomorrow except for we have CAD news at 8:30, and then 10 o'clock we have USD news. Then 11, we have 2, this guy speaking at 2 p.m. So tomorrow, 2 and 11. So tomorrow's going to be interesting. So again, just knowing that, am I expecting price to move a lot of pips today? Not really. So with that being said, again, I'm going to give this till 10. And we'll give it 10 minutes, right? We'll give the stream 10 more minutes and we'll see how this goes. If it continues to go down, perfect. Right now we're just consolidating, so the entries here are just very risky, guys. Again, it's one of the situations where it's high risk, high reward. But I don't like getting into trades like that, so I'll be patient, right? We'll wait for 10 o'clock again, like I said, and we'll go on from there. Price went straight right back into everybody's entry. You talking about some periods? Where you about to end your sentence at? Our candle closes in 8 minutes, right in the 30-minute time frame. Look at this. 30-minute time frame, we have another red green candle about to be formed. So we might not be ready, guys. We might not be ready for this. Alright, so let's really wait for 10 o'clock here to see how price is gonna move. Right, gold is still pushing on up, which is good. USD CAD, that pretty much tells me USD CAD is pushing down still. Still consolidating. GJ pushed on up, right? GJ was the good trade to take, right, from the lows here. Right, GJ was perfect. Damn, bruh. Slow day. Alright, so 7 minutes, man. Again, would you give it 7 minutes? It is what it is. Make sure you guys join the Discord. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel and drop a like too, guys. Helps the algorithm, helps me out. And what else do I want to say, man? I don't know. Subscribe to the Vice channel. Say what's up to Muhammad in the chat. Man, this shit just exploded back up to the top side. Just completely fucked everybody. So, no, no lotion or nothing. Yeah, all good. We're expecting shit like this to happen, right? Especially in the zones that we're in, days, the trading criteria that we're in. So before we turn the stream off, right? Let's go back. We'll start from the top to the bottom. So AU, right? AU was a good trade today, right? After STP and shit was done, right? Broke out of the low, came back up, tested out of the low of the day, and continued to go down. Right, again, the only bad thing with this, and it was a retest, right? This was a trade I was looking at, right? This orange box should be gold. This was an engulfing candle in the 1 hour, the 4 hour time frame, on the 4 hour time frame. Now, why didn't I take the trade? Again, it was one of those situations with STP. You know what I mean? It is one of those things where, you know, you could be disciplined and just let the trades go and you'll catch continuations, which is all good, right? Because we can see now we have 2 days of drop. The thing that sucks is this, right? In hindsight, which is always, you know, traders' best friend is hindsight, right? The mindset could have been, this is 2 days of drop, right? I'll catch this continuation here, this trade, and then we'll hold this until tomorrow, right? The problem with this trade is just being in the middle. I don't like holding trades in the middle because price could always reverse and make another lower high, go back into the zone to go down. So it's like, okay, yeah, we're still good, we'll still be on profit, but we could have had a better entry up here if price decides to do that. Um, right? So like instead of catching a trade here, right, I would have much rather have caught the trade up here. Right? Which again was a trade in our cards, but the fact that this happened at 1 in the morning, again, it just wasn't in our favor. It just happened when I was asleep. So, you know, it is what it is. But this entry was an entry that we had, and it could have played out, right? Like I said, it's the only thing was STP. Our TP, instead of it being STP, would have just been complete ADR for the day, you know, at 26 pips. So could it have played out? Yeah, and it would have just been one 30-minute candle, 26 pips. You know, like he said yesterday, right? $5 lot. Right. What was our stop loss? Our stop loss was 10 pips. Right. If we wanted to be a little bit riskier with the 7 pips. So, you know, missed opportunity, absolutely. Did we have, you know, was our trading rules followed? They were up until STP was hit. So again, not a missed opportunity, just catch it the next time. Again, CHF was another one, right in the middle of the zone, which is why we're not catching any of these trades, right? It was trapping traders, right? Any traders going short, you would think it would go short, continue to go up. People going long, it did the same thing. It throw wicks to the bottom. So CHF was another one that I was waiting for, right? I wanted to catch the continuations, right? The trade for yesterday again happened overnight, happened at around 1 in the morning, which was missed, and then everything else, price is just consolidating, right? Break of the highs, continue going. So CHF is another one. We'll just catch continuation, right? Yesterday you have a day of rise. Today, 2 days. We get a pullback today. We'll have an entry tomorrow, right? So that's what we're waiting for. So again, it's all about being patient, man. It's all good, right? Why was I also not really that interested in trading this today? We had 3 days of drop, and on the third day we had a drop rise, right? The fact that price was on 800 EMA, this could have gone either way, right? It could have given us that 4th day variation. It could have given us another low, right? And that's the ideal trade that I would have wanted to see today. I would have wanted to see price, instead of giving us just a consolidation as a pullback to continue going up, I would have loved to see an actual pullback into this 30-minute zone to continue going up, because we would have finished the 4th day drop variation to go back into our low, right? We would have done this, right? And then here we would have seen price continuing to go up, and we'd catch this entry here to do this down here, right? So again, the probability of this trade working out today in our favor was 33%. And I don't really, you know, I'm not going to be trading those probabilities. It's too low for me, right? But now that we have that 30-minute change of character. We have 2 days of rise. This trade tomorrow, the trade that we catch tonight in the Asia session to get this third day rise, is going to be a 97% probability that we'll catch that trade. That 3% is the fact that it's given us on a Friday. And the fact that I don't trade Fridays for the reasons that this is how they trap us, I don't fuck with that. Right? Because on Fridays, what they'll want to do is they'll give us a third day of rise, right? So let's play out the next day, right? So let's say this Friday, Sunday, Monday. When's Monday? Right, boom. We have 1 day, 2 days. Right? So 1 day, 2 day, boom. Today's Thursday, right? So on Friday, right? On Friday, boom, we just make a new high. Right? And then we make a rise drop or a rise no net. Coming on Monday, Sunday, Monday, we could get another entry down here, another entry here, to continue going up and get a fourth day rise variation. Right? So it's all good, right? Because I understand now in the next 2 days I could catch, this is 122 pip ADR. So we know that we could catch at least 60 to 70 pips, right? 70 pips on the next 2 days. So 140 pips in total just off of this trade alone, which is the same thing we did here these 2 days, catching the continuations, right? Literally, like I just now looking at it, exactly what we saw in these days is the same thing I want to see here. The only difference that I want to see more pips here than I did here, right? So, and this is all this third week line. So let's with that being said, we just got to be patient, guys. So then the next one, EuroCAD, right? EuroCAD is one that we want to see price go up and it went counter, went below our trade, right? Euro USD is another one that went counter. We want to see price going up and it went down, but it's all good, right? It gave us a 15-minute Asia session consolidation. It just completely went down. So it gave us a type 2 pattern, just completely melted down. GJ and GU, right? GJ also was the same thing as CHF JPY, right? It gave us a nice entry down here, right? Very aggressive entries down here. If you had a tight stop loss, it got, you got taken out. But same thing. Now that we know that we got a 30-minute, external change of character, we know that we could trade this a lot more comfortable, right? The only difference now with GJ is today will only be 1 day of rise. So we know that this is going to be a good pair to trade in the beginning of next month, right? Beginning of the week on Monday, because we know we'll get 1 day of rise. Today, Thursday, Friday, we'll get the second day, meaning that Sunday, Monday, we'll be able to get another continuation trade on GJ to potentially go up to our 4-hour high and continue going up to the top side and do the same thing that US 30 did today, which is to cover these gaps up here at the top side. So we're still missing a long way to go for GJ, and we have a lot of pips to catch. So it's never a missed opportunity, never a missed entry. And same thing for GU, right? We know that overall we're in an overall uptrend anyway, and we wanted to see this 4-hour break, and we want to see a 4-hour break and retest, and that's exactly what it looks like we're going to for. Right, that's what it looks like we're aiming for right now. We want to see GU give us this pullback to then continue going up to the top side. US 30, right? US 30, we want to see the reversal, right? We have a daily high, so we know that price is not reaching these daily highs. What it looks like price wants to reject it, right? Our 4-hour candle, we finally made a 4-hour high, right? The last green candle before the push down. We know that this is our 4-hour high now. All right, we had a 1 hour of green, green, red, nothing, green, green, red, nothing. 30-minute. We have a red, red, green, right? So in the 30-minute, we still have a red, red, green engulfing candle. No green, green, red anyway here for us to feel confident in being like, oh, we have a change of character, right? At one point, the 1 minute, it looked like we wanted to give us a change of character, right? And it did, but then it started just consolidating and go right back to the top side. So the fact that we're still just trending up and we're still have green consolidating or green engulfing candles, guys, I'm just gonna take a step back on this, and it is what it is. Right? If we continue trending up and we close above our daily zone and we have a daily break, then we know that eventually we'll have a daily pullback. But for now, we'll skip it, right? USD CAD, same thing. Want to see price go up, but it went up to our high, started testing our high, and just went right back down to our low. So USD CAD and US 30, they're still in a spot where price is just gonna trap traders, right? And the last pair is gold, right? Pretty much same thing. We're in the middle of our trend. We're at the high. We finally tapped into our daily zone, and this is where we started seeing price give us a change of character, and it's giving us a BOS, which we want to see candle close below. So waiting to see if price wants to give us that continuation. So guys, that's pretty much the end of the stream. That's pretty much it for me today. Hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your day. Make sure you guys join the Discord. We have a prop firm giveaway happening in our Discord. Make sure you guys subscribe to the Vice Trading Academy's YouTube channel. And that's pretty much it, guys. We'll see you guys tonight for the isolation class, and see you guys in the morning for the live trading session.